So here we are at station 6, the green cloth. Here's what we've got. This piece of cloth comes from a blanket that was found wrapped around the body of a murder victim. I didn't include the whole blanket just for size reasons, but this is a sample found at the crime scene. This tiny green speck is a fiber found in the trunk of a suspect's car. So we need to compare them as best as we can, but in order to do that, we are going to need to use a microscope. This is a type of microscope called a dissecting scope. It's lower power than what you use to see cells because our pieces of cloth here are nowhere near the size of cells. So since we're doing this via video, I'm going to use this opportunity to teach you a little bit about how to use the actual microscope, because one of these days you will be using it in person. So first thing you need to know is, since we've got samples that are thicker than a skin cell, we need light shining down on them. So I'm going to take this knob here and I'm going to turn the light on, and that's going to shine light down onto the top of our sample instead of up through the bottom the way a traditional microscope works. Here's the focusing knob. When I turn this handle, it changes the distance there between the lens and the object, so it'll get it in focus. So believe it or not, this kind of sort of works, even though I'm going to give you pictures for these. So there we go, there's our piece of cloth, and I'll move it so you can see the little scrap, and I'm not intending you to see the details at this point. What I'm doing is I am turning that focusing knob, and you'll be able to see the items come into better focus. So I'm going to send pictures of it. Keep in mind that this little scrap is so tiny that trying to find a specific place, a specific edge that it might have come off of, is pretty much impossible. We don't have enough zigzaggy torn edge details on the tiny scrap to have any chance of finding one exact place that it came from. So refer to the pictures.